Maheshwal, good evening, beta. Good evening, Maheshwal. Send the link in the group. Sarvna, good evening. I don't know. My now is it okay? Shall we start the class? Okay, last class property number 8 we have done. In that property what we have done? Property number 8, with that I have given you one question also. That is, if we will be writing minus a to a f of x dx, then Farhana, good evening beta, minus f of a, Maheshwal, now is it buffering? Is it buffering? Network was very poor beta, very poor. From last half an hour I was struggling a lot to just connect to Streamlab. It was very difficult. Now look here, it is going to go for 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x dx. So this is exactly going to be the formula. Last question, last property what we have done. So now two more properties are there. We are going to anti-buffering. Savna, is it buffering still now? Is it buffering? Is it still buffering? So this was property, this is exactly property number 8 we have done, and based on this property we have solved some questions. Okay, yesterday based on these properties we have solved some questions. Now today again we are going to solve questions based on these properties, but first we are going to learn new property, property number 9. What is exactly property number 9? Is it buffering? Is it buffering? Just inform beta. So f of x will be a continuous function. Shyam, good evening beta. How was your exam? F of x continuous function defined in closed interval. F of x is a continuous function defined on closed interval minus a to a. Defined on closed interval minus a to a. Okay, now what is f of x? F of x is a closed interval and it is defined on what you call minus a to a. So then how we are going to write this? Minus a to a f of x dx. Now this will have two values. One will be exactly having 0 to a, twice of 0 to a f of x, when if f of x is an even function. Okay, the moment f of x will become an even function, so this part will become f of minus x. This part, if f of x is an even function, then this integral will be coming, and if f of x will become an odd function, like this will become 0 if f of x is an odd function. Okay, and it will become 0 if f of x will be an odd function. So now one small work we have to do, and that work is for proving section, because I told you na ki they may ask the property also. We don't know what type of question will be coming. So easy question na Shyam, last class. Okay, now what we are going to do here is this property. Easy question was coming. Okay, super. So f of x is continuous function defined on closed interval minus a to a. So if somebody will be telling us to prove this one, then we have to only do one small work. Minus a to a f of x dx when we are writing, then we can write this one now. One property is there, one property, that is property number 8. Few minutes back itself we have done that property, and in that property we have learned that if minus a to a if we are writing, minus a to a f of x dx we are writing, then it will become 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x. 0 to a f of x and then f of minus x. This was the property. This was the property we were doing. This was the property we were doing. This was the property we were doing. So now what we are going to do here is, okay, now what we are going to do here is, first we are going to use that property. That property is, it will become 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x. Okay, 0 to a f of x and f of minus x. So this is the property we have used, that is property number 8. So what we have used? We have used property number 8. Property number 8 we have used. Property number 8 we have used, that is f of x equal to f of x but lower interval minus a, upper limit a. So it is exactly lower limit a, upper limit lower limit minus a, upper limit a, that is 0 to f of x, and f of minus x dx is there. Now this itself we are going to split into two interval. When f of x will be an even function, then f of minus x, since what we know that what is an even function and odd function. In case of even function, f of minus x always becomes f of x. Okay. Now in case of odd function, f of minus x will give minus f of x. So we have to check for even and odd, because our property is totally dependent on even and odd. Our property, good evening Vishiga, our property is totally dependent on even and odd. So we are going to check for that only. So now what we are going to do here is same splitting we are going to do. So now in split part what we are going to write is, okay, we know that between minus a to a, f of x interval is written, and this part can be written as, by property we can write it as 0 to a f of x plus f of minus x. This will become 0 to a f of x plus f of x dx. Okay. If f of x is even function. In case of even function, f of x, f of minus x is giving what beta? In case of even function, f of minus x is giving you f of x. So that is what I have used. Now in case of odd function, so this will finally become twice of 0 to a f of x dx. So this will finally become twice of, that is 2 of 0 to a f of x dx. But what if it will be an odd function? If it will be an odd function, then this part f of ax plus f of minus x dx will become 0 to a f of x minus f of x dx. The reason behind is, since we know one very important thing, that when f of x is odd, then f of x is odd function, then f of minus x is minus f of x. F of minus x is minus f of x. F of minus x is minus f of x. So this part is exactly going to become 0. So this section is becoming 0, and this part is exactly becoming twice of 2 to 0 to a f of x dx. 0 to a f of x dx. So this is exactly the proof part of this integral 1. So this property we have done. The property says that lower interval to upper interval f of x dx, it will become, we know that this part is exactly going to be written as 0 to a f of x, and if it is f of x is even function, and this one will be odd, then if it will be odd, it will become 0. Okay, and then we have exactly proved this part, why it is going to be even, when it is going to be odd. I hope any doubt is there, then you can ask me question. Otherwise we will go for solving question answers. If any doubt is there, you can ask, otherwise we will go for solving question answers. Okay, inform quickly. Yeah, solve this question fast. No doubt. Okay, we'll go for the next question. Now first question we are going to encounter is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine to the power 7x dx. So when this question will be there, rather than solving the question, shall we check it by the property? Shall we check it by the property 9? What property we have done? With the help of that property we will be solving, it will be easy for us. With the help of the property we will be solving, it will be easy for us. So what we are going to do here is sine to the power 7x is there. Let's check that it is an odd function or an even function. Okay, so now first we will say that f of x equal to sine to the power 7x. Let f of x equal to sine to the power 7x. Okay, now when you are writing f of minus x, then wherever sine x part will become minus. So here it will become sine to the power 7 minus x will be there. And we know one very important thing, that you can, if you have doubt about this 7, you can write this also. Okay, now we know one property. One we answer is coming as 0, absolute, super. So one property we are knowing, and that property is, since sine of minus x is minus sine x, so this part will become minus sine x to the power 7. So it is going to give you minus sine 7x. So now it is going to be an odd function. It is exactly nothing but minus of f of x. So this is exactly what? This is minus of f of x is coming. So since minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is exactly going to give you an odd function, it is going to give you an odd function. So how you are going to just relate that? This section is going to be 0. This part is exactly going to be 0. This answer will be coming as 0, since this part directly we can say that it is coming as 0. Why to waste time? Because if this property is not satisfying, then directly we can say that okay, it is not coming to that point. Now how it is exactly going to be solved? You can say directly that minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine to the power 7x dx is coming. Sine to the power 7x dx is coming as 0. The reason behind is, it is coming as 0 to pi. When you are going to check it as 0 to pi by 2, it is going to become negative. So here directly if we will write, it will be better. We will write it as it is an odd function. Okay, since f of minus x is coming as minus f of x, that is sine to the power 7 minus x is coming as minus sine 7x, which is an odd function. Okay, so when 0 to a is coming, minus a to a is coming, f of x dx is coming, then it will become twice of 0 to a f of x dx if f of x is even, but it will become 0 if f of x is odd. So I just related everything and wrote. I didn't miss a single point. I just wrote everything. Network issue is coming, Harish. Okay, but I just recording will be there. It is not going to create problem. But I also suffered lots of network problem today. Lots of network problem. I suffered lots of network problem right now. Now all network clear. So it is coming as 0 because it is exactly going to be odd function. It is going to be odd function, so it is coming as 0. It is coming as 0. I hope you might have understood this point. Understood? Fine, we will go for next question. So this answer, if you have understood, we'll go for next question. Now try and solve this question out. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Now go for this question. Sine square x dx. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. Try this question out. First, to identify it is an odd function or even function. If it is an odd function, then answer will become 0. If it is an even function, then we have to solve it. Okay, then we have to use the formula. By property we can solve it. If it is an even function, by property we can solve it. Okay, so first work is identify. Identification is very important. First identify. Any answer? Can I solve this question? So first we are going to take, let f of x equal to sine square x. Then we have to check it is odd function or even function. So we are going to write f of minus x will be equal to sine square minus x. Okay, that is sine of minus x whole square. So it is going to come as minus sine x, but since the square is there, it will become sine x, that is nothing but f of x. Sine square x, that is nothing but f of x. So hence f of x is an even function. Answer is coming pi by 2. Very good, Mesh. So it is hence, since f of minus x equal to f of x, therefore it is an even function. Now once you have exactly told it is an even function, then what work you have to do? Then directly we can write it as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sine square x dx will be equal to 0 to pi by 2. Here 2 will be there. 0 to pi by 2. Here 2 will be there. This part will become sine square x dx. Okay. So 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. So it is exactly going to come as 0 to pi by 2 sine square x dx. This part you have got. Now once this part you have got, now what we have to do? Convert it into cos 2x. The moment you will convert it into cos 2x, one big problem will come. Again 90 degrees is going to create problem. So since 90 degrees is going to create problem, so better what we are going to do, we will try to solve it in the simplest way. So now we are going to apply one property. Property application is, since you know that 0 to a f of x dx will also be written as 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So this property, by using this property, we can exactly solve the remaining part. So what I am going to do here is I am going to apply this property here. So this part is exactly going to become 0 to pi by 2. Now sine square, this section will become pi by 2 minus x dx. This section will become pi by 2 minus x dx. So sine square pi by 2 minus x will be coming. So this part will become 0 to pi by 2 sine square x. So this sine of, again I am just writing it so that you can understand this part, that sine square you can take it out. So pi by 2 minus x whole square will be there and dx will be there. So this section is going to come 0 to pi by 2 sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So now it is finally going to become cos square x dx. So one time this one is equal to, I will be equal to this one. Now you have to this much part. So I will be equal to this section you have written, I will be equal to this. Now I is coming equal to, now I is coming. So this we can take it as equation 1. This part we can take it as equation 1. So now I is equal to, this part we can take it as equation 2. So one is equation 1, one is coming as equation 2. Shall we add unexpected? Yes, it is very easy to do. So now what we are going to do here is, we are going to add equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2, adding equation 1 and equation 2, what you are going to get? When you are going to add equation 1 and equation 2, then 2i will be equal to 2 outside, because here also in this part you can see this 2 and in this part also you can see this 2. So 0 to pi by 2, here this part will become sine square x plus cos square x dx. Now you know sine square x plus cos square x is exactly going to come as 1. So this is exactly going to kill the problem. So I is equal to 1, 0 to pi by 2, dx is coming. So now dx integration will be exactly going to come x, pi by 2 and 0. So I is coming as pi by 2. I did not skip a single step. I explained each and every point. Come on, tell me quickly, you understood, yes or no? Yes or no, you have understood or not? Tell me quickly, you have understood? Understood, beta? Very good. So only Mahesh understood. What about Vishu? Vishika understood, Shyam, Farhana, Harish understood, Sharna understood beta. This is easy method beta. With this you will be able to solve questions when specifically beta act accordingly. What I am trying to say that when such type of questions are coming, you have to act accordingly. You have to exactly solve according to the interval seen. You see the interval because each and every properties, the intervals are exactly telling you how to solve. So interval will exactly indicate you which property to apply. If you will see the question, it will tell you which property to apply. We are going to go for next question. This is again a very good question. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 modulus of sin x dx. Modulus of sin x dx. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 modulus of sin x dx. Try and solve this question out. Okay, shall I solve this question? Just try beta. Once you try this question, no compulsion, try this question. At least one time you try this question. Try this question. For 2 marks like this questions can come easily. For 2 marks this questions can come. If these questions may come, this is exactly a very simple question, to the point question. You will be able to handle it nicely. So for 2 marks they may give this type of questions. So you don't have to worry, you just have to solve the questions. Just try these questions out. Shall I solve the question? Harish, sine 0. Answer is coming 0. Mahesh is telling answer is coming 2. Okay, Harish and Mahesh both different type of answers, or I think I am unable to decode sine of 0 to pi. So okay, confusion is there. Okay, Harish, I am going to explain this one. Don't worry, I am going to explain this one. See, look here, modulus, first thing is that the way we are solving, same procedure we are going to adopt. We are not going to rush here and there. We are just going to say that, okay, f of x, let's start with f of x. Let's say that systematic approach. Don't jump here and there, just systematically go. That is, we are going to say that f of x equal to, let f of x equal to modulus of x. Modulus of sin x. So now when f of minus x will be there, it will become sine of minus x dx. So it is going to come as minus sin x, which is exactly going to come as sin x, and this is nothing but f of x. So first part is exactly over. The first part, why I am saying that it is exactly over, the reason behind is we check that the function is odd or even. Very simple technique we adopted. We first took f of x equal to modulus of sin x, and then because we have to check for negative, that is because the most important point to check for even function is you have to say that f of minus x should come f of x. If this condition is satisfied, means it is an even function. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, that means it is an even function. And yes, it is satisfying. First we took f of x equal to modulus of sin x, and then we substituted and we are getting it f of x. So once this condition is exactly coming, then what work we have to do? Nothing. We can directly implement in this. So I will be equal to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. First what we are going to write is, we are exactly going to write modulus of sin x. So modulus of sin x is there. Now since it is an even function, so we will be writing it 0 to pi by 2 modulus of sin x. And here 2 will be writing because of that property. Because of property number 9, we can directly write that because of property number 9 we can directly write that. Now next important point is, by using that property if we are writing this, then after that most important work is to remove the modulus, because now modulus is creating problem, because without taking out modulus you will not be able to solve the question. Okay, so for that point what you have to do here is, modulus of sin x you have to exactly solve by saying that you know that sin x is exactly here, since sin x here is greater equals 0. Why sin x is greater equals 0? Because in the interval 0 to pi by 2, if any other interval might have been there, then we could have thought of something, but since sin x is greater than 0, because x lies between 0 to pi by 2. So since x is lying between 0 to pi by 2, so this value is going to be positive. So that means modulus value will be positive. We can openly take out the modulus and keep it somewhere, and that is, I am just joking, it will become 2. It is going to come as 0 to pi by 2. Now sin x dx is there. Now since that simple way sin x differentiation, yeah, direct solving is easy, but I am explaining everything. I am not going to lift anything beta here. So it is going to come as cos x, and here pi by 2 to 0. Now you know that cos x part beta, one very important thing you know that cos x part is 0 and cos of 0 is -1, so answer will come as 2. I did nothing, I just first took f of x, and after taking f of x I have taken f of x equal to, this one, and then I substituted. Easy. Just check this one out. I just use properties, and without properties I have not solved the question. Okay, solved. Shall we go for next question? Okay, we are going to go for next question. For this type of questions, it is given that minus pi by 4 fine. Now go for this. You will be able to solve this question. It's nothing here. You can be able to solve. Try this question out. Zero. Okay. Let's check this one, how 0 is coming. First thing, f of x equal to x cube sine to the power 4x is there. Then we know that we have to check for odd function or even function. So we are going to write f of minus x will be equal to minus x cube sine 4 to the power minus x. So this part is exactly going to be minus sine x cube will be there. Then sine to the power 4x is there. So it is nothing but odd function. So here, since f of minus x is coming as minus f of x, hence f of x is an odd function. And once you have done it for an odd function, what else we have to do here is, we just have to say that by property 9, or don't write by property 9, you can write it as minus a to a, since in minus a to a f of x, it is going to come as 0 to a f of x dx 0 if f of x is odd, if f of x is even. Okay, if of f(x) is odd and f of x is even, like that only you have to go. So story over. Chalo, we will write this as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x cube sine to the power 4x dx will become equal to 0. Simple answer, super answer. Mahesh, Sarvana, Harish, Vishika, absolutely correct answer. Absolutely correct answer. Answer is exactly going to be 0 beta. Shall we go for next question? Now this question came in CBSE 2002 and 2008. Handle this question out nicely. Question is minus a to a root under a minus x, a plus x dx. Any doubt is there? If any doubt is there, you can ask, and if it is not, then let's proceed. Shall we solve this question, or shall I solve the question? Okay, we are going to solve this question out. So first work is, what we are going to do here is, we are going to rationalize it, because odd and even will not be able to know until and unless there must be something to predict that it is an odd function or even function. Okay, so now minus a to a, any other function if we will be applying, it is not going to work since it is in the rational part. So we are going to solve it by rational content. So we are going to write it as, okay fine, starting from this point we are exactly going to write at, okay, a minus x is there, and here a plus x is there, and if a minus x, a plus x is there, shall I write here as a minus x here, and here it is going to be as a minus x here, dx part is there. Now root a minus x will become minus a to a minus x by root under a square minus x square dx. Okay, root under a square minus x square dx. So now till here means we are in the halfway of the problem, because now we can predict easily what can be the next move, because from here after we can judge that it will be going for an odd function or an even function. Only one small work has to be done, that we have to split it into two intervals, break it. If you cannot make it, break it. So what we can do here is, we are going to write I as I equal to minus a to a by root under a square minus x square dx, and then minus x minus a to a root under a square minus x square dx. Fine. So now after this we have to check, we will be taking it as I1 and we will be taking it as I2. So first we will check which one is odd or which one is even. Accordingly we are going to decide which one to take and which one to leave. Okay, so now you have to decide that if odd will be there, 0 means no need to take it, leave that one finally, and that will become 0, and even function will be there, then we have to carry that one and we have to solve it. Okay, so now what we are going to do, first we will be going for this one. So let f of x is equal to a by root under a square minus x square. So now f of minus x, judgment point. So here A will be there because A is constant. Denominator part A square minus, where x was there it will become minus. So finally it is coming as A by root under A square minus x square. So it is not going to create pain for us because it is even only. So that means we came to know that which is nothing but f of x. So that means we came to know that f of minus x equal to f of x. Hence this one has, or we can say f of x is even function. Now f of x is coming as even function. So now next part is we are exactly going to take I2 and we are going to solve. So here it is exactly going to come as minus a to a x by root under a square x square dx is there. So now one small work you have to do is take this one as I2 part I am solving. So I am going to take it as gx. If I am going to take it as gx, total I2 is there. Why to take I2? First we are going to take this function gx and we are going to write root under a square minus x square. Now we are going to substitute g of minus x. The moment we are going to substitute g of minus x, what will happen here? It is exactly going to come as minus x, because numerator part x is there, so it will become minus x, and this part will become root under a square minus of x square. So this part is going to come as minus x root under a square minus x square, that is coming as minus g of x. So that means when you started with g of minus x and you got minus gx, means it is not an even function, it is going to be an odd function. So what you are going to write? G of minus x is giving you minus g of x, hence it is going to be an odd function. Story over. So which one is odd? It will become 0. Therefore minus a to a x by root under a square minus x square will become equal to 0. So therefore I2 part directly we can say bye bye to I2 here only. We need not to carry I2 section. Okay, we need not to carry I2 section here itself. Say bye bye to I2. I2 is coming as 0. Okay, now salvage solve I1, because now we can say that now therefore, see it is an even function. I think one thing I should add here, which I think I have not added, I must add here, that is minus a to a by root under a square minus x square dx will become twice of 0 to a by root under a square minus x square dx. Fine. So this part I just one time itself I am just writing so that work will become over. We need not to regret that we have just left one step ahead. Only we were very near and we left it. That is the stupidity done. So I1 plus I2 is there. So once you are going to write I1 plus I2, so what we are going to do here is I will be equal to I1. I1 part we are going to write it as 0, 2 will be there, 0 to a and 2 will be there, and a can also be taken out because a is constant. So 2a, 0 to a, 1 by root under a square minus x square dx. And this part is going to say you bye bye by saying 0. So now only one small work is there, that is 1 by 2 directly formula implementation, sine inverse x by a, upper limit 1, upper limit is a, lower limit is 0. So 1 by 2a, this is going to be sine inverse a by a minus sine inverse 0 by a, this is going to cancel. So I will be equal to 2a, sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Now tell me the entire story of it. Did I miss anything? Your answers? Super. Don't you think you missed something? Now you got it. You missed a very important point. If you will miss that one, that one will also miss you. You will become 0. Answer, the score will become 0, because this is very important. A pi, you cannot leave a beta. The moment you will be leaving a, question answer will become wrong. Answer will become wrong. So that is the answer, correct answer. Shall we go for one more question here? So I want you to just adopt the technique of solving like this. Once you will be learning the technique of solving like this, no one can stop you. No one can stop you, believe me. Now look here. Minus pi by 2, minus pi by 4, to pi by 4, x plus pi by 4 will be there. 2 minus cos 2x dx. Now go for this question. You can do it. Go for this question. Shall I solve this question? First, identify odd and even. Your first duty should be to identify which one is odd, which one is even. And after that only take action. Try this question out. I think I should try. First split it, because x is there, so x is going to create a big difference. So we are going to first let it equal to I. Here only I am going to write I will be equal to minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 x by 2 minus cos 2x dx plus pi by 4 outside minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 1 by 2 minus cos 2x dx. Done. Now again old method, just check which one is exactly going to be even, which one is going to be odd. So take this one as I1 and take this as I2. Now first check for I1. So when you are checking for I1, it is exactly going to tell you that for I1, let f of x equal to x by 2 minus cos 2x. Now you have to check it is odd or even, because the most important thing is if it is going to be even, then only it is going to stay with you. If it is odd, throw it out. Now here it is going to come as minus x by 2 minus of cos minus 2x. So minus x by 2 of cos 2x. So now you have to understand one simple thing here is that here the moment Sarvana, what is the answer coming? Mahesh is telling answer is pi. First one is coming 0. Okay. First integral is coming as 0. Let's check this one out. Yes, I think first integral is coming as 0 now, because here it is coming as minus of f of x. So you started with f of x minus, since f of minus x is coming as minus f of x. Hence function is odd. And you know what we do when function is odd? %, Rashmi, I'm going to make a video for that. Okay, beta, I'll make a video for that. Now look here, 0, 2, and Rashmi, that day your chemistry question I have not answered. Reason behind, beta, I was exactly with 9th, and that's why I just, after that only I checked that part that you have messaged me. Now look here, that day when I was with 9. Now look here, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 will be coming. So the simple part what you have to do here is, you are going to say that, okay bhai, you are not going to be with me, leave me alone. So just this section will be coming as 0. So overall it is going to come as 0. Now what next we are going to do here is, we are going to go for I2. For I2, go for let g of x. So when you are going to write g of x, now g of x part is coming as 1 by 2 minus cos 2x. I think it will go very nicely as even function. So it is coming as 2 minus cos of minus 2x. It is going to come as 1 by 2 minus cos 2x equal to g of x. So now that means, since g of minus x equal to gx, hence g of x is an even function. G of x is exactly going to be an even function. Once g of x is going to be an even function, what else we can do here? No big deal here. Now we are going to just write that, okay, I will be equal to, we have taken I equal to I1 plus I2. Now I1 part is 0. So it will only be left as I2. So 0 plus I2. So now what is I2? I2 part is minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. First 2 will come out. Okay. Minus pi by 4. So I2 section means minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. Here pi by 4 will be there. 1 by 2 minus cos 2x dx is there. So now we are going to solve this section. So now only this much part is exactly going to be there. So pi by 4 is there. So 2 I am going to take it out. So once 2 will be coming out, now this will be left as 0 to pi by 4. 0 to pi by 4. 1 by 2 minus cos 2x dx. 1 by 2 minus cos 2x dx. So here, okay, Savna got the answer. Let's check this one, Savna. So here pi by 2 is there. So now 0 to pi by 4, 1 by 2 minus cos 2x. So since 1 by 2 minus cos 2x is exactly going to come, this part is going to be a by 2. Okay, fine. Pi by 4. Now we are going to convert it as 0 to pi by 4, 1 by 2. Because cos 2x is going to cry if we are not going to solve it. Okay, divide by cos 2x, divide by cos square x. I don't think divide by cos square x is going to work for me. Divide by cos square x is not going to work. I am going to convert it into tan here. My simple method is, I am going to convert it as 1 minus tan square x by 1 plus tan square x, because if 2 minus cos 2x will be there, then 1 minus cos 2x means sine part will be there. Again it is going to be problem for me. So where I am seeing here is, I am just going to take LCM. The moment I am going to take LCM, I will be getting one thing, and that is pi by 2, 0 to pi by 4. Now this one will become 1 by 2, 1 plus sine square x minus 1 minus so directly go for it, pi by 2, 0 to pi by 4. Now this section will go up, it will become secant square x. This part will become 2 plus 2 tan square x plus tan square x 3 tan square x minus 1 dx. So one step just I jumped. Pi by 2, 0 to pi by 4. This part is coming as secant square x. Now it is coming as 3 tan square x plus 1 dx. Okay, tan square x plus 1 dx, jackpot point I got. Because once I have converted into this point means jackpot. The reason why I am saying it is jackpot for me, because x square plus 1 equal to t means t square plus 1 equal to 1 by x square plus 1 is tan inverse x, means directly somewhere in brain it is exactly telling that okay, now it can be solved. From here we can be able to handle the question. So now what we are going to do is, so I am wanting to take this one total ST. If I am going to take total ST, it is not going to create more problem for us, but it will help the problem to solve. So now what we are going to do is, only one step more I have to write, and that is pi by 2, 0 to pi by 4 for beginners. Otherwise you can directly take it secant square x dx. Now this part will become root 3 tan x whole square plus 1. Now I am going to take, let root 3 tan x equal to t. So when I am going to write root 3 tan x equal to t, it is exactly going to become root 3 secant square x is equal to dt by dx. So dx will be equal to dt by root 3 secant square x, dt by root 3 secant square x. Once I am going to write like this, then I am going to change the intervals also. Now when it will be 0, then t will become equal to 0. So when x will be equal to 0, t will become equal to 0. Lower limit problem solve. Upper limit, when x will be equal to, tan will be pi by 4. So when x will be exactly equal to pi by 4, t will be equal to root 3. So now everything is going to be in our side now, because pi by 2 is coming. It is coming as 0 to root 3. It is coming as 0 to root 3 secant square x. Now this part is exactly going to become t square plus 1 into dt by root 3 secant square x. Now secant square x cancelled. So I by pi by 2 root 3 out. Now this is going to come as tan inverse. Okay, tan inverse t. Any other property we have to apply here. Tan inverse t. Directly can't we do this? Tan inverse t. I think I got tan inverse t. So once we have got tan inverse t, so here it is going to be root 3 0. So now last shot. So it is going to come as I will be equal to pi by 2 root 3. Now tan inverse root 3. Tan inverse root 3 is what degree? Pi by 6 or pi by 3? Pi by 60 degree na. So pi by 3. Pi by 3. So it is exactly going to be pi by 3. So pi by 3 you multiply. So it is exactly going to come as pi square by 2 into 3. Root 3 is there. So I am going to just multiply this as root 3 into root 3. So it is going to be, what it is going to do? Root 3 will be down. So root 3 pi square by 9 to the 18. Just exceeded this one. I think, yes. So why I have done this? Because one big problem is there. I never want to keep root in denominator. It will always make things problematic. So I just solve this one like this. Okay. So it is going to come as pi square by 6. So answer is coming as this one, that is root 3 pi square by 18. Root 3 pi square by 18. I hope you might have understood how to solve this question. Come on, quickly tell me, understood? Understood. Shall we go for next question, please? Okay. Shall we go for next question? One question came in CBSE 2015. Now we are going to attempt that question. Okay, so you want me to take tan x equal to t. When you are going to take tan x equal to t, then one big problem will be coming, and that is, see, I'm a very clever person. Reason behind is कि here one big problem I saw in the question, and because of that I avoided that part. Because the moment I am going to take this one out, then I can use another formula, that is 1 by 2a log of that part I am going to use. But What is there to use that one? Exactly, I'll tell you what will be there. If you are going to take it as 0 to pi by 2 secant square x by, now take 3 out. So 1 by 3 outside. So once 1 by 3 outside, then it will become tan square x plus 1 by 3 root 3 whole square. So now it is coming as a square plus x square. Now it is coming as a square plus x square. Now a square plus x square. Now again you have to take tan x equal to t. So once you will be taking tan x equal to t, that particular moment, if you will take, let tan x equal to t, if you will take tan x equal to t, then secant square x dt by dx means it will be coming easily. Interval will be pi by 2, tan pi by 2 will come infinity. At that particular moment, time it will become infinity. So your limit will become I equal to pi by 6. This part is going to come 0 to infinity, and here it is going to come as secant square x by, this part is coming as t square plus 1 by root 3 whole square into dt by secant square x. So this secant square x get cancelled. Now it is going to come as a square plus x square. So you are going to say that 1 by a, so 1 by root 3 into log of a plus x by a minus x. So t plus 1 by root 3 and then t minus 1 by root 3, and then you have to just substitute this infinity and 0. So like this also you can solve, no problem. Like this also you can solve. Now last shot is yours. I am not going to say anything in this. Now you have to just substitute 1 by infinity. Infinity section you have to substitute and check log and infinity how they are going to behave. For this only, very cleverly I tried to remove that part. That was creating problem for me. Seriously, it was creating problem for me. So only once I saw that section, I said that okay, take a chill pill, leave it, and then go for the next one. Shall we go for next question? Mahesh, understood now? So now next question which I am going to give it to you, it came in CBSE 2015. Question is minus pi to pi cos ax minus sine bx whole square dx. Now go for this question. Try this question out beta. May I solve the question? Over. I think I should solve. Now it is exactly going to, I am going to take it as I. So I will be equal to 0 to, first we are going to write as minus pi to pi. This will become cos square ax plus sin square bx minus 2 cos ax into sin bx dx is there. Fine. 2 pi. Okay. It will have a diplomatic answer, Vishu. There will be two answers here. There will be two answers. Because if you will be going for, technically we have to check one time. I'll tell you what and all work will be there, so that next time when you will be solving, you will be very careful for these type of questions. So now first work what we are going to do is, we will be separating it into integral sections. So now I will be coming as minus pi to pi cos square ax dx plus minus pi to pi sin square bx dx, and then minus 2 minus pi to pi cos ax sin bx dx. Okay, so now this condition is exactly going to be satisfied if we are going to do one small work. We are going to check this is odd or this one is odd. So simple work is, if we will be taking f of x equal to cos square ax, since the square is there, so f of minus x means let f of x equal to, so why we are going to keep it this one, we are going to check it is even or not. So it is going to be cos square minus ax, so it is going to be cos square ax, so it is coming as cos square ax, so it is coming as f of x. So since it is f of x, it is going to exist with us. Okay, now next is, let g of x part we are going to write. So g of x is coming as sin square bx is there, so we are going to take it as sin square bx. So now again g of minus x if you are going to put, so it is going to come as sin square minus bx is coming, so it is going to come as minus, it is again going to come as sin square bx, because negative square will become positive, so it is coming as gx. So even function, this one is also coming as even function. Okay, now next one, but the problem here is, yes beta, yes, the second part Vishu, now it is absolutely correct. Now it is absolutely correct. You have typed everything, super girl. So now look here, the last part here, if we are going to take it as hx, so hx is going to come as cos of ax into sin of bx. So if I am going to write it as sin of bx, so if I am going to write it as h of minus x, then it will become cos of minus ax into sin of minus bx. So it is going to come as minus cos ax into sin bx, because sin of minus part will become plus, so it will become minus hx. It will, hence it is odd function. So I told you now, which one is odd, leave it. Which one is odd, leave it. Which function is going to be odd, you must leave that part. Which function is going to be odd, you are going to leave that part. So now you will directly write 0 to this pi will be coming cos square ax dx, then again to 0 to pi sin square bx, and this part will become 0. Directly we can write and leave that one. Why to worry that much? So now here it is going to come as 2 is there, now 2 here, 2 here. So I am going to shift this 2 out so that I can do my work. We know one very important thing, that formula is 1 plus cos 2x. So 1 plus, so cos 2x is 2 cos square x minus 1. So if a will be there, then here what it will become? Cos 2ax. It is going to be cos 2x. So 1 plus cos 2ax, 0 to pi, 0 to pi, it is exactly going to come, because cos square means cos 2ax plus 1, or 1 plus cos 2ax by 2 will be equal to cos square x. So 1 plus cos 2ax by 2. Instead of cos square x, work over for here. Now for this section again, we are going to write as 1 minus cos 2bx 0 to pi. Then again this 2 we are going to shift that side. This 2 is exactly going to get cancelled. So now 2 got cancelled. It is exactly going to come as I again. Now this part is going to come 1 plus 1 will become 2. So 2 0 to pi dx. Now we are going to write it as 0 to pi cos 2ax dx, then minus 0 to pi cos 2bx dx. So cos 2ax integration is exactly going to, this part is coming as 2 pi. Now here cos will become sine, so it is going to give you sine 2ax by 2a, and it is going to come as pi to 0. Till here we have understood pi to 0 part. It is exactly going to come one section we are going to take, and we can solve this one. Now I just wrote like this. I just want to separate this one out. So constant is there, so constant is not going to create problem for us. So minus again 1 by 2b we are going to take. Now sine 2bx pi to 0. So now most important thing is कि now from here onwards only we have to check. Now I will be equal to 2 pi will be there. Now plus this section one time pi will be coming, 2a sine 2a pi, minus 0 part no need to write, minus 1 by 2b sine 2b pi. Now it is totally dependent upon integer or non-integer. If this section is going to be integer, then this part will become 0. If this section is going to be integer, then 100% means any value means integer, general value, whatever will be coming. We know how in trigonometry section how 2 pi got handled. You know 2 pi is exactly going to be 0. So since integer section any value will be there, it is exactly going to be 0. So directly if a and b are integer, then this section will become 0, this part will become 0. So directly only I will be equal to 2 pi. Okay. Now if a and b are non-integer, rather than integer it can be anything, then what answer is exactly going to get? Then we are going to get this answer only. That is 1 by 2 pi 1 by 2a sine of 2a pi minus 1 by 2 pi 2b sine of 2b pi. Okay, like this only you have to solve. Correct only, absolutely correct. Shall we go for next property or shall we keep it till here? I think we should go for next property. We started late. If we will be finishing this part, if we will be finishing this section, then I think big problems will be solved. Say, shall I continue? Shall I continue last property? Then from next class, I think I should start, if 1-2 questions are there. Integral as sum is not there in your syllabus. And then only one section will be left, and area bounded regions, then we can start. From next class, we can start area bounded regions. Shall we continue? 1 or 2 questions are there, beta. Now we are going to do f of x is continuous function defined in closed interval 0 to 2a. So now in this last property number 10, so this we are going to do property number 10. In property number 10, what we are going to do is 0 to 2a f of x dx will be there. 0 to 2a f of x dx will be there. So this part will become 0 to a f of x Okay, and this part will become 0. Only one thing is there, कि here f of 2a minus x will become equal to f of x, and if f of 2a minus x, f of 2a minus x will become equal to minus f of x, then this part is exactly going to be 0. So this is the only formula. Till now they never asked this formula, and we don't have to do any big problem here. Is integration inside a. Limit size and integration inside a limit. Integration inside a limit is there in the syllabus or not? Because from last 2-3 years it was not there in syllabus. Till now I think it is not there in syllabus, but one time if I am going to check, if it is there in the syllabus, then 100% I am going to teach. I am not going to leave, because that section is a very important section. I cannot leave that section. I am not going to leave that section. That is it there in the syllabus? Is it there in the syllabus? Is it there in the syllabus? Okay, integration limit inside a. Okay, I'll just check it out one time, Mahesh. Otherwise, I'll teach. It is not a tough content, but important. It's very important. It's not tough, but it is important, and you should not leave that part, huh? So now this theorem I'm saying this property exactly we have to do. Once this property will be done, means I'll check. Okay, I'll also check. No problem. I'll also check, huh? No worries. So now what we know, that property number 6 already is there with us. So this property says that given interval will be there, reduce this interval and say that all is well, that is f of 2a minus x dx. So this part is exactly property number 6. Property number 6. So now previous part of the question, what we were doing is we were checking for odd and even function, but that time you might have seen that minus 2 plus integral, lower limit and upper limit were same, and minus 2 plus it was going, but here lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 2a. So this is your catch point. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 2a. This part is exactly your catch point. Now how to exactly solve this one? Nothing is there. By applying that property, how to solve it in no time, like 0 to 2a, f of x dx is given to you. Now this part will become, this part is exactly going to come as twice of, so we are going to write it as 0 to a f of x plus 2a minus x dx. Okay, according to property, here also we can split it as 0 to a f of x plus f of 2a minus x dx. So in both the condition we have written, but if f of 2a minus x will become f of x, then means f of 2a minus x, if it is going to give you f of x, if you are going to substitute this integral 2a minus x there and you are getting again the same function, then it will become written as, this part will be written as 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. So it is exactly going to come as twice of 0 to a f of x dx. Easy. But if f of 2a minus x is minus f of x, so this one will become 0. So this part is exactly going to be 0 to a f of x minus f of x dx. So this part is going to be 0. For even function it will be existing, for odd function it is telling us 0, 0, 0. It is for odd function it is not going to be possible, for even function it is existing. I hope you might have understood this point. Come on, quickly tell me, understood this theorem? Sorry, again and again I am saying theorem. This again, understood this property? Understood or not? This property is a very criminal property, I am telling you. Criminal property in the sense that you should know how to implement it, otherwise chances of coming wrong is very high. So now one question I am going to solve. I am going to first give it to you. but before giving to you, I have to solve and show it to you. Now beta, how to identify which property you are going to apply here, because 1 to 10 properties are there in your hand. Now which property? Odd function is there. Now in even an odd checking, you might have that seen that ki here negative 2 pi and positive 2 pi it might have been written, then we could have went for checking for odd and even. Here we cannot check for odd and even. Here we can only check for that is it going to be satisfying the condition or not. It is going to be satisfying the condition or not. So 2 pi minus x, it is going to satisfy or not. It is going to give f of x or not. Now let f of x equal to cos to the power 5x is there. F of x we are going to take as cos to the power 5x. So cos to the power 5x we have taken as f of x. Now what we are going to do here? We are going to put here f of 2 pi minus x. Whatever is the upper limit part now, that minus x you have to substitute. And you have to bring it as 2 pi minus x should become f of x. Okay, you have taken this f of x now. If it is coming, then it is existing. If it is not coming, then it is not existing. So you have to remember this section. So now f of 2 pi minus x is there. So now this part is exactly going to come as cos of 2 pi minus x, and then 5 I am going to take it out. So we know that cos of 360 minus theta, it is coming as fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive, first thing. Second thing is 2 pi is there, so cos will give cos only. It will not get converted into sine. So it is exactly going to come as, cos 5 x, that is nothing but f of x. So it is going to be even function, it is going to be existing. So finally we can say it as 0 to pi. Now we can reduce this one, but only one thing will be there, 2 will come out, and after 2 will come out, it will become cos 5x dx. Now again pi is there, cos of 0, 1, and this part again odd function is there. Again pi will be, again it is going to create problem for us, minus 1, 1, 1 we are going to check again. So one small work we are going to do here is, we will again check for this formula. We will again check for this formula that is it again second time it can be break, because here most important part is not to check the function here. The most important part here is to check that upper limit you can change or not. Your basic priority here is to check the upper limit or change the upper limit, because once this section will be solved, then this section will be exactly undergoing upper limit minus lower limit. So are they going to exist that time or not? Because previous 2-3 days back I did one silly part, and then you might have seen that it was not coming, 0 minus 0 form was coming. So after that we have not use that section. So here also 0 to pi cos 5x dx is there. So now again one more time if we are going to apply, then we will be checking that okay, this time we are going to take it as cos gx. So now gx part is there, and here this part it will be exactly going to come as cos gx is cos 5x. So now g of pi we are going to put, so g of pi minus x, because whatever will be there that you have to write here. So pi minus x means cos of pi minus x to the power 5. So it is exactly going to come as cos of pi minus x is minus cos x to the power 5. It is giving as minus cos to the power 5x. It is coming as minus of f of x. So since it is coming minus of f of x, so directly without wasting time we can say 0 to 5 cos of to the power 5 dx equal to 0. So answer is going to come 0 because of application of property, because of pure application of property. So once you will be applying property, it will come directly. Because of pure application of property, this answer is exactly going to come. Over. Now we are going to go solve last question. This question came in CBSE 2008. Okay, now we have to solve this question. Question is 0 to pi by 2 log sine 2x, sine x dx. Either this question they will give or they will give this question 0 to pi by 2. In this part I have not left a single question which was not important. All important question we have discussed. So sine x dx will be equal to minus pi by 2 log 2. This is a very well known part. Try this question out. Minus pi by 2 log 2. Minus pi by 2 log 2. Minus pi by 2 log. To solve this question, this is really a very important question. I'm not joking, really a very important question. You cannot leave this section. So how to solve this question? First take this one I equal to take this one as I equal to 0 to pi by 2 taken and then log of sin x dx is there. So I part you have taken. Now first thing is that I am going to apply one property, that is 0 to a f of x dx is nothing but 0 to a f of a minus x dx, because here islet or something is not going to work. Minus 0 to pi by 2 is there. So what we are going to do here is once we will apply this property, this part will become 0 to pi by 2 log of sine pi by 2 minus x dx, which is exactly going to give you 0 to pi by 2 log of cos x dx. So now you got I equal to this one, this is I equal to this part you got, and same I equal to you got this one. So now shall we add these two together? If we are going to add it, it is exactly going to become, so either you go for this or you go for sine cos answer, it will get converted into sine. So now adding equation 1 and 2, equation 1 and equation 2, the moment you will add it, so this part will become 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2 log of sin x plus log of cos x dx. Okay, log of sin x plus log of cos x dx will be there. So after this what you have to do, this is very important question, again and again I am telling you. So 0 to pi by 2, this section you know that log of m plus log of n will become log of mn. So sin x into cos x is coming. Now here log of mn, we converted it into log of mn, but is it going to do anything to us? Because still it is in two different trigonometric ratio. So I just want to convert it into single trigonometric ratio. So I am going to multiply here 2, and denominator part also I am going to multiply here 2. So the moment I am going to multiply 2 up 2 down, then one thing will happen, 0 to pi by 2 will be as it is. This section is log of sine 2x log of sine 2x log of m minus n minus log of 2 will be there. Log of 2 sine of log of sine 2x minus log 2 will be there dx. Log 2 will be there, dx will be there. So now we can split this one. We can split this one, it is ready to get splitted. So now this part is coming as 2i equal to 0 to pi by 2 log of sine 2x dx minus log 2, constant is there, so 0 to pi by 2 x dx, 0 to pi by 2 dx. So one section is really going to help us. This section is really ready to be solved. Now only this section is still not there, because once you will be converting this section into any other part, it is going to create a very big trouble to us. So now first work is, we are exactly going to split again this one. How to split again this one? We are going to take it as I1. Now only separating this one and solving, because 2x is going to create problem for us. So now we are going to separate this one out, that is I1 equal to 0 to pi by 2. Just last part of it I am solving. After that I will leave you, don't worry. So now it is going to come as log of sine 2x, I am going to solve it separately, dx. So let 2x equal to t. So when 2x will be equal to, so 2 will be equal to dt by dx. So dx will be equal to dt by 2. Dx will become equal to dt by 2. Now after that, lower integral, if you are going to put 0, so when x will be equal to 0, t will be equal to 0. When x will be equal to pi by 2, x will be equal to pi by 2, then t will be equal to pi. So now we got t lower limit and upper limit. Now what we are going to do, again interval is coming as pi by 2 to pi. Again interval is going to kill us. So now here it is going to come as I2. Now log sine 2x, so this part will become log sine t into dt by 2. This part too we got log sine t equal to dt by 2, we got log sine t we got. Now integration part is coming as 0 to pi, and I think nothing else is left. We converted this, 0 to pi is coming. Now by applying, because what is our question? Our question was this only now. Our question was this, since we know that integration we have written as 0 to pi log sin x dx. So by using first property says that the definite integral is independent of variables. So 100% limits has to be there. So independent of variable means I1 will be equal to 0 to pi log of sin x. 1 by 2 is written. 1 by 2 is going to come out, and this 2. Okay, here 2 is already there now. 1 by 2 dx is there. 1 by 2 dx is there. So this I1 we are getting. So this part is nothing but I1 is nothing but 1 by 2i, because this was the question itself. 0 to pi log of sin x dx was the question itself. If you will go to question, look here, it is exactly question only. Okay, 0 to pi. Here only check, we have converted it into 0 to pi. Which section we converted it? Question was 0 to pi only or 0 to pi by 2? 0 to pi by 2 only. So 0 to pi by 2. We are going to split this as sine of pi of, we can convert it as this function. 2i will be coming. Why it will become 2i? Because here integral part I have to change, because it is not going to be solved. Question is pi by 2. Pi by 2. Integral is coming pi by 2. I checked the question, it is coming pi by 2. So we have to convert this into pi by 2. 1 by 2 is there. It will not be I. So this part again I am going to use one property. It will convert this as 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2. And that section will be f of x plus f of pi minus x, f of a plus x. So f of x plus f of a plus x. So this part will be coming as sin x, and then it will become sine of pi minus x dx. So it is exactly going to come as I1 is equal to 1 by 2. 2 times sine will be coming. So it is coming as 0 to pi by 2 sin x. So this and this will get cancelled. So it is nothing but I1 equal to I only. This is nothing but I1 is equal to I. I am just explaining this part, last part itself, because it may create problem to you, because I thought I is there. So directly I was about to change here. 0 to pi we got. After we took 2x equal to t. So log sin t equal to dt by 2 is there. So one small work what I have done is I just tried to convert this one, because we know by property 1 it is independent of integral. So independent of variable. So either you write t or you write x, it will be same. So I just wrote this one same, but we have used this property, that is 0 to 2a f of x dx will become 0 to a f of x plus f of 2a minus x. This property I have used. So here 0 to pi, so pi part one time f of x means same function we have written. Okay, log of same function I have written. So now log sin x will be written, and here log of 180 minus x is log x itself. So 2 times came, so 2 times we have cancelled. This is nothing but I1 only. So now I am going to substitute I1 into this part. In this section I am going to substitute I1. Our question part was 2i equal to 0 to pi by 2, this section solving. Now this part is going to come as I1. So this part is going to come as I total, because I1 is equal to I1 is equal to this part, we have taken I1 and it is coming as I minus log 2 x, and this is coming as pi by 2 0. So this I and I will subtract, it is coming as minus log 2 pi. It is going to come as minus log 2 pi. It will not be 0, it is going to come as minus log 2 pi. I hope you might have understood what you have to do here. I think I have solved the question very nicely. Is it over? So definite integral is over. Limits as sum I am going to check if it is going to come. I hope you might have enjoyed today's class. It was very extensive. We solved most of the important questions. Okay beta. Bye everyone. Good night. Tomorrow I think you are having extra classes. So I may keep class, I may not. It's totally your wish beta. If you want, I will keep class tomorrow also. Bye. Good night.